Hello and welcome to the Bob Box. Fun fact about WYSIWYG. The blue-white box wedge bot had actually fought in the US prior to what was starting up in the UK. In fact, it was made by one of the judges. So when it entered Series 1 of Robot Wars, it was there to make up the numbers. It also had a different human operating it because judge duties. And it was also the smallest robot in its heat. Heat where WYSIWYG found a home was heat C. Naturally, it faced the gauntlet. WYSIWYG made for the maze section on the left, but got stuck on a ramp. Shouldn't manage to get stuck on the same ramp when trying to rescue WYSIWYG. So Dead Metal came to the rescue and WYSIWYG was free. Shrimp was not, but WYSIWYG was. So WYSIWYG managed to make it part way through the maze route and the gauntlet before its time ran out. But with 5.5 meters as its distance, WYSIWYG had done enough to get through. It was in the trials, which that week was football. WYSIWYG tried to get the ball, but got beaten there by box robot the Bruce. No, really, it was called Robot the Bruce. WYSIWYG then stayed out of the way as Robot the Bruce scored a goal. WYSIWYG did manage to hit the ball a couple of times before hitting a large wedge in Cruella and Dead Metal, which obviously is not a wedge, it would rather grab you and saw lines into you. Not fun. Another wedge, which Hog wedged itself into the wall. Lifterbot Dreadnought died before Wedgebot Hog was able to score the goal. It had done most of the work anyway. So then there were three. Cruella and WYSIWYG were more interested in fighting each other than scoring. WYSIWYG then fought Dead Metal as Cruella scored. Dreadnought, meanwhile, the third robot still in, was dead. So that left WYSIWYG and Dreadnought, which was still dead. But Dreadnought still went through. WYSIWYG went out due to being in possession of the ball less. No, really. That was what they said. Also, WYSIWYG was there to make up the numbers and wasn't actually allowed to get past the trial, so they had to come up with some reason for WYSIWYG not to get through. This is not the best of WYSIWYG. For that, look no further than the 1996 US event. It did alright there. Whether or not it was in the main competition, I don't know, but it did have a fight against a French robot, a French heavyweight. And bear in mind that WYSIWYG weighed 10 kilos and was a featherweight. What I'm about to tell you should show you that WYSIWYG actually is not that bad. It actually won. Took on a larger robot and won. And remember, WYSIWYG was a featherweight. If WYSIWYG was not there to make up the numbers, it probably could have done well. Possibly might have made the heat final, but really it was in the wrong heat for it to do well. If it were lucky, it might have been a heat finalist. You know who was lucky then? Dreadnought. Dead and still got through because WYSIWYG. So, who's next? I didn't get 259 for episode 259, which would have been fitting, but its name is still in here. I didn't get 101 for episode 101. Didn't get 13 black for episode 13. Let's see. Taiki, be kind. Got this one. Alright, what could possibly go? Death Track. Okay, Death Track. I've got to do the drum roll. Oh well. Until next week. Palison 244.